Well, Gill, 100 days to go. You've just unveiled the trophy. How was that?
Oh, what an honour. Absolutely brilliant, quite emotional, but yeah, it's a great honour to be asked to be here today, let alone to unveil the trophy, and what a beautiful, iconic trophy it is.
Yeah, now you've got a bit of a history with trophies, because the first one from 1994 went a little bit walkabout, didn't it?
It did, yes, yeah. Nobody knew where it was. We could trace it up to 2006, and then there was no further news of where it had been. It had been in the museum at Twickenham, and it had been on various RFUW roadshows, but nobody knew where it had landed. We were all a bit worried that it had been melted down with its precious metal, and we'd sort of given up hope a little bit, really. I did reach out on social media, which I was new to back then, and my 35 followers knew nothing about it, so no information came back. But I'm glad to say in 2021 an old administrator gave me a call and said sheepishly, I found 2 boxes, one box full of all kinds of bits and bobs, trophies, programmes, RFUW notes, and the other one was a box with the World Cup in, which I couldn't believe. I picked it up the next day and I was really glad to reunite it with the old players.
Amazing. And it's a trophy that you lifted in 1994. Your recollections of that moment?
Well, the moment when it was first lifted by Karen Almond, who was squad captain, and it was sort of passed along the line, and having had almost a panic attack when we'd won the World Cup, breathing difficulties, I was at the back of the line, but eventually the trophy got to me, and to lift it above my head was really one of the most wonderful moments in sport. You never dreamed it would happen. Always wanted to play for my country. Girls didn't play rugby when I was little, and you know, if I'd known that, I'd have been playing even sooner. But to actually lift a World Cup, it really is an absolute high point, a great honour, and something I will always sort of treasure that memory.
And we had a trophy that I guess is now going to be known as the interim trophy in that middle period where England won the World Cup again in 2014. But I mean, the original one you couldn't quite drink out of because it had a sort of lacy edge to it. The middle one obviously has had its time but was a little bit smaller. This gold thing looks the business, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It's as big as the game's become. It's as glossy as the game's become, and everyone wants to see it, and hopefully everyone will want to watch the matches as well. The other trophies still mean a lot to the people who were involved in winning them, and it's great that they'll be in a museum to be looked at or to be touched by those who are lucky enough to have won. But this new trophy is something special.
And 100 days to go, 16 teams, 300,000 tickets sold, the biggest ever Women's Rugby World Cup there will ever have been. You couldn't have imagined that in '94, could you?
Absolutely not. You know, the following day when somebody recognised me in a motorway service station, I thought women's rugby has arrived. But we went back to 2 column inches the next weekend for the next time England played. I never had dreamed that one day there would be these sort of figures that we can talk about. But let's face it, the game is worth being watched now. It's what everyone wants to see. And I wouldn't be surprised if you're telling me bigger numbers than that when the World Cup finally gets here, because everybody needs to be there.
They certainly do. Great advice. Thanks so much for your time, Gill.
Thanks, Nick.